IShowSpeed isn't just loud, he isn't just chaotic, and he definitely isn't just playing a character. Behind the viral clips, the barking, and the constant controversy, there's a story most people never stop to question. How does a teenager go from streaming to a handful of viewers? To becoming one of the most recognizable faces on the internet? From moments that nearly got him banned forever, to decisions that accidentally made him famous, to situations that genuinely put his life in danger. Some of these moments built his legacy, others almost destroyed it. And the craziest part, most fans have never heard about them. By the end of this video, you won't just know more about IShowSpeed, you'll understand why he is the way he is. These are 19 things about IShowSpeed that will change how you see him. 19. Speed makes a baby cry. During an IRL stream, Speed ran into a father pushing a baby stroller. The father was initially relaxed and allowed Speed to interact with the baby. But Speed's high-energy antics quickly overwhelmed the child, who began crying. Speed immediately apologized and backed off, clearly uncomfortable.
Nah, seriously, it's my fault. I apologize. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
The situation escalated when the father became aggressive and told Speed to go back to America. That comment struck a nerve. Speed broke character, stopped engaging, and left the store. Was this just an accident, or did Speed cross a line? 18. IShowSpeed barks at a grandma. During a crossover IRL stream with Kai Cenat, Speed was filming inside a grocery store when an elderly woman noticed the cameras and immediately became upset. From the very beginning, she made it clear she didn't want to be filmed and began shouting insults rather than calmly asking them to stop. Kai attempted to de-escalate the situation, speaking respectfully and trying to explain they were live. But as the exchange dragged on, the woman grew more aggressive, mocking them, yelling, and refusing to disengage. Eventually, Speed's patience ran out. Instead of arguing, Speed did what only Speed would do. He began barking at her.
Why in the world do you not have any respect for people around you?
What are you talking about?
Turning the confrontation into pure chaos. The moment instantly went viral, with people split down the middle. Some viewers laughed and defended Speed, arguing the woman escalated things unnecessarily. Others felt barking at an elderly person crossed a line. Security eventually stepped in, and Speed and Kai were forced to leave the store. Was this harmless comedy, or did Speed go too far? 17. Speed sets off fireworks indoors. Twice. Speed has always pushed boundaries for entertainment, but one of his most criticized moments came when he decided to light fireworks inside his bedroom while live on stream. Almost immediately, smoke filled the room. Fire alarms went off. Panic set in. Emergency services were forced to intervene to ensure there was no fire risk. Most people assumed that would be the end of it. It wasn't. Months later, Speed did it again, setting off fireworks indoors on stream once more. This time, fans were far less forgiving, accusing him of intentionally risking his safety and others just to create viral clips. The incident became a prime example of the growing criticism that Speed sometimes prioritizes content over common sense. Is this entertainment or reckless clout chasing? 16. Speed's mom was his first critic. Long before fame, Speed's biggest obstacle wasn't the internet. It was his own household. While streaming under his mom's roof, Speed was constantly told to quiet down, stop yelling, and take things more seriously. She openly dismissed celebrating his early subscriber milestones, including famously telling him she didn't care when he hit hundreds of thousands of subscribers. As Speed continued prioritizing streaming over everything else, tensions grew. Eventually, his mom kicked him out of the house due to his behavior and refusal to change. Ironically, the exact traits she criticized, the volume, the chaos, the energy, became the foundation of his success. Today, they're on good terms, but early on, even his own family didn't believe the dream was realistic. Did tough parenting help shape Speed, or almost stop him? 15. Fame hit Speed. Too early, Speed didn't gradually grow into fame, he was thrown into it. He became massively popular while still extremely young, with no PR team, no media training, and no emotional preparation. Every mistake happened live. Every bad decision became a clip. Every immature moment was immortalized online. Most creators get years to mature before millions are watching. Speed grew up in real time, with the internet acting as judge, jury, and critic. Many fans believe this explains why Speed's controversies feel so raw and unfiltered. He never had time to learn privately. Does the internet expect too much maturity from young creators? 14. Speed made $10,000 in seconds. While streaming in Singapore, Speed was approached by a fan who confidently challenged him to a sprint for $10,000. The fan clearly underestimated Speed's athleticism. Speed accepted instantly. No hesitation, no warm-up. The race lasted only seconds. Speed won comfortably, earning $10,000 almost effortlessly. What shocked viewers wasn't just the money, it was how casually Speed treated the entire situation. For him, it wasn't a stunt, it was natural. Would you risk $10,000 racing Speed? 13. Speed beat KSI. While training for the Sidemen charity match, Speed raced KSI in a 100-meter sprint. Before the race, KSI tried to downplay Speed's abilities, jokingly calling him IShowSlow. Moments later, Speed exploded off the line and left KSI behind. The clip went viral and marked a turning point. Many viewers stopped seeing Speed as just loud entertainment and started recognizing him as a legitimate athlete. Did this moment change how you saw Speed? 12. Speed embarrassed Travis Scott. At Fanatics Fest in New York, Speed encountered Travis Scott and immediately challenged him to a race. Travis hesitated, clearly aware of Speed's reputation, and refused to bet money. Eventually, Travis agreed to race anyway. The result wasn't close. Speed won easily, further reinforcing that his speed wasn't exaggerated for content. It was real. Is Speed secretly the fastest influencer alive? 11. The Ashton Hall 4-Peat fitness influencer Ashton Hall publicly challenged Speed and trash-talked him leading up to the race. When the race happened, Ashton fell and lost badly.
He's slow as fuck! He's slow as fuck! Fuck this nigga! I'm out! Leave! Fuck out of here! Right back!
Unwilling to accept defeat, he demanded a rematch, lost again. He blamed the surface, switched locations, lost again. Still unsatisfied, Ashton begged for one final race, and lost for the 4th time. Each loss made the situation more embarrassing, turning what was supposed to be a flex into a viral humiliation. At what point do you stop asking for rematches? 10. Speed raced the world's fastest man. Mr. Beast and Olympic champion Noah Lyles challenged Speed to a race for $100,000. To make it fair, Noah shortened the race to 50 meters. Speed lost, but stayed far closer than anyone expected. The surprising performance sparked debate online, especially after Noah claimed he wasn't even trying. Fans weren't fully convinced. Was Noah holding back, or did Speed genuinely impress? 9. Tyreek Hill keeps avoiding Speed. NFL star Tyreek Hill invited Speed to race at the Miami Dolphins training facility. Speed flew over 15 hours to make it happen. At the last minute, Tyreek backed out.
I flew 15 hours. 15 hours, Tyreek. Yeah, bro, they never seen me ran.
Excuses followed. Fans immediately accused Tyreek of ducking, turning the situation into a long-running internet debate. Even months later, the race still hasn't happened. Ducking or protecting his reputation? 8. Speed got punched at Wembley Stadium. While attending the FA Cup final at Wembley Stadium, Speed streamed from the stands. One fan became visibly annoyed by the camera and suddenly punched Speed in front of thousands. Speed's bodyguard immediately intervened, preventing further escalation. The incident reignited debates about safety, boundaries, and whether IRL streaming belongs at major live events. Should IRL streaming be restricted at stadiums? 7. Speed was nearly trampled in Norway. While streaming in Norway, crowds rapidly spiraled out of control. Fans surrounded Speed, pulled his hair, jumped into his car, and ignored police instructions. Officers repeatedly asked Speed to stop streaming for safety reasons, but the crowd was already unmanageable. Many fans believe this was the closest Speed has ever come to serious injury, or worse. Was this inevitable, or could it have been prevented? 6. Speed became mayor of Peru for a day. Just days after the chaos in Norway, Speed arrived in Peru, where the reception couldn't have been more different. He was welcomed by massive crowds, met with the mayor of Lima, and named an honorary ambassador for the city. The contrast was shocking. Same creator, same energy, completely different outcome. Why does Speed thrive in some countries but cause chaos in others? 5. Speed's Ronaldo obsession costs a fortune. Speed's admiration for Cristiano Ronaldo goes far beyond fandom. He has spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on Ronaldo-themed rooms, diamond jewelry, tattoos, signed memorabilia, and even a customized Lamborghini. For Speed, Ronaldo isn't just an idol, he's a core part of his brand identity. Smart branding or unhealthy obsession. 4. Speed rejected a $100 million plus kick deal. Despite his spending habits, Speed turned down a massive kick deal reportedly worth over $100 million. While other streamers chased guaranteed money, Speed chose independence, platform control, and long-term growth. Would you turn down $100 million for freedom? 3. The Paradox crypto disaster. Speed promoted a crypto/NFT project called Paradox that collapsed almost immediately after launch. Fans accused him of misleading promotion, and backlash was intense. The next day, Speed publicly apologized, admitted he made a mistake, and accepted responsibility. A rare move in influencer scandals. Should influencers be legally responsible for what they promote? 2. Speed nearly paralyzed himself. While attempting to break the world record for backflips in a single day, Speed pushed himself far past physical limits. After 661 flips, his legs went numb and he collapsed on stream. Medical professionals later confirmed how dangerous the situation was. Is any content worth permanent damage? 1. The Amy situation changed how fans saw Speed. During an IRL stream in South Korea, Speed met Amy. Their chemistry felt natural, and fans quickly became invested, believing there was something real between them. Later, Speed clarified that it wasn't serious and admitted he leaned into the situation for content. While there was no malicious intent, many fans felt emotional boundaries were blurred, especially given the public nature of the moment. It became one of the first times fans questioned whether entertainment should come at the cost of real feelings. Where's the line between content and real people? IShowSpeed blew up faster than almost anyone in internet history. And when fame hits that early, mistakes become lessons, live and permanent. Some moments were funny, some were reckless, and some nearly ended everything. But love him or hate him, one thing is undeniable. IShowSpeed didn't just go viral, he redefined internet fame. And the internet is still watching to see what happens next.